50s and the 70s? What about all the race riots? They would be convinced that blacks hate whites in the United States of America, and that, you know, we hang blacks and we beat them and wash them down with hoses. Those things happened, didn't they? They were part of an institution inside of the United States, the KKK. It was a very large, you know, it was an institution. It was the way things were done. That's like saying every American is that way because Al-Qaeda was that way. Okay. You know, it's an unfair statement, and it's misinformed. And again, like, I was the same way. Like, don't get me wrong. Do you know what I mean? I was going over there being like, Sunni, Shia, hate each other, hud, and they're like, oh, I'm going to use this to my advantage. And they'd be like, you're stupid, like, seriously. And it only came through being friends with them. Like, the first time they offer you some, you know, some whiskey and some gin, and, you know, showing you pornographic material. Like, those aren't things that aren't done unless you are friends with people.
Right.
And so...
we got about 8 minutes.
Okay. Pushing on through this, unless you want me to stay with it.
No, I do want to push on through that, absolutely.
With the economic dev and essential services...
work well, because 8 minutes, you know, if you finish on this, and then the last topic, expanding the AO.
Okay. When I went to essential services, I had to break it down deeper. Okay. And this is where I come, like, reading the pub is important. Got a lot of the stuff that I talk about, I got from the new pub written by Petraeus, the Counterinsurgency Pub. Is a brilliant read, and everybody should get their head into it. And this was a funny thing, like in the pub itself, it goes over a acronym of SWEAT. Now, they never say the acronym SWEAT, but they mention it, like it's just listed that way. Mm-hmm. Well, the brigade and all the other smart people, you know, like, well, SWEAT for us is sewer, water, electricity, trash. That was their deal. That's not the SWEAT that was in the publications and in the old acronyms. It was actually SWEAT, sanitation, which included trash, all right, and sewage. And then water being running water, electricity, academics, transportation, and medical. It was SWEAT M. Those were the essential services. And when I tell people to think about the essential service